Craftman wanted to end the year on a bang with a professionally edited video announcing the release of the POCKETNAUT figure, plastic figurine. We got very close, but not quite in time finish for the end of the year, solving all the problems. So I was going to do a video shot with my normal cameras that was all about tenacity and sticking with it till you get it done. But my video became unable to be opened. My editing software licensing locked me out due to some internet issues, so I have to make an episode on my cell phone. You can make your own rubber and plastic pieces using, I done took the screws out of those. You're using, ta-da, 3D printed molds inside of metal frames like that. And how did we have progressed from getting lots of flash to just a little bit of flash that we trim off? But how do we get no flash, Craftman? What I found was that with resin 3D prints, you need to pretty much sand it flat and true. Look at that, because see, this surface, I could not sand it because of the bumps right there. See, it's got to line up just like that. And that's where the plastic goes in. And the mold frame takes the pressure so that our brittle resin mold is just responsible for forming the plastic piece. And on a CNC mold like this one by my good friend Nacho, hello Carrie and Nacho and baby Nahuel. See that right there? How flat and true the surface is right there. See that right there? And that's the part that comes out of that mold. So I said, if we could sand both surfaces, that means minus these little bumps because that gets in the way. I said, if we just use metal pins, that way, look, flush. It's just flush. Well, I can't get that shot right there. Anyway. And since we already know resin 3D prints are notoriously not very accurate, I made me some increasingly smaller going in this direction hole. These are 4.9 millimeter pins. And Mama Bear will tell me which one that's too loose. So that's good. That's one snug right there. So where we got something about like that right there with a surface. Both of them have been bell sanded with smooth paper. Let's see if we can see. So that it should, and that edge sticks out a pretty good bit proud of that frame. You would be surprised how much compression these can take, but the important thing is that these two internal surfaces is number one, aligned, and number two, meets up flush. All right. So I took my last bits out of my both remaining bottles of Sculpt Clear and mixed them together and shook it, because that was my last chance. So then my wife and I said, baby, it's going to be freezing temperature tonight. We're going to have to leave 2 heaters going. I hope it does not throw the breaker. It did not throw the breaker. Oh no, look at that. That's supposed to be round, not an oval. I had assumed that the up and down axis would account for variations in thickness so that it would be continual, but I don't know what I was thinking. And that means I just ruined the surprise. And that means the difference between that thickness right there and, see, normally I would do this, and then I would say, and then I'll do this, and then when I added it together, you would just see the invisible cut. Look, side by side right there. See, show. Way too thin. That's what it should be right there. Yeah. Oh, that's from a version that has a bit thin face, which brings me to my next excitement. Because in addition to the POCKETNAUT space figure mode right there, we got faces. Look, that's not very good. Okay, so I printed them flat like I said, so that's, look at that. Look at those. Look at those. Look at that. Look at that. See, that ain't right. But anyway, I did a test and got me some faces. Right there, that's 2 of them. I done pulled the other ones out. Look at all that flash though. Look at all that flash though. Because these ones have not been sanded. You can see the gunky all around. So look gunky enough. I need to level it, then try to get me one. But I'm going to go to the computer and show you what my screen looks like. Because the last thing I did, well, the first thing we did was order some Soraya Tech Clear Sculpt, Soraya Sculpt Clear Tech Sculpt Clear Resin. Craftman, where's his little head face? Oh, look at this right here now. Look, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many faces do we have? All right, look at that. So you would have 1, 2, 3, 4 different heads. All right, but technically, on the back side, we also got, look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4 faces. But technically, if we come back over here and we go, oh, we going all over the world, Craftman. Look at that. Oh, the expressions is all different now. That's 16 minus 1 equals 15. I can't count that cause look, that's just the same thing. Anyway, that's my goal right there, to make that little figure. And that's where I'm showing how I designed the face molds right there. That's how that looks. And let's go to something different. So I said, let me use all I got left is just Soraya Sculpt. I have not used it for an injection mold, but we got to do something. The resin, the clear resin is not going to be here in time. So I said, baby, we got to just do something. Let's turn on both heaters and let's get this thing going. But my FEP got a hole in it. Probably from some cured resin that I did not clean out. Always wash out your valves better than that. Disaster happens. Craftman thought I would take some advice from recent comments and use smaller supports. That way it would tear off easier and would be more pleasant for the viewer. But I need to use bigger supports. My bad. That's basically all I got. Plus, there right there. Which, as you can see by the faces, I have done no smoothing, no dremel, no work, no nothing. It came out pretty doggone smooth on them faces. And that's what I want to show you, the magic. What's the, all right, what's the, see that? Oh, he's alarmed right there. But look, watch this now. No, he ain't. Look at him. He's a hello. Look at this one instead. No, he ain't. Baby, I hear the geese flying. The geese flying over. Thankfully, I was able to get that resin off the screen right there. And so back here on my computer, we can see that's what the footage originally looked like. That's the difference between cell phone. Of course, you're seeing it on a cell phone. So, but anyway, that's me talking about different things. That's all the footage I shot for. Oh, by the way, wet sanding. All right, look. Anytime you're getting ready to sand a 3D model, I want you to put some water on your sandpaper, all right? And then here's what we're going to look at. Circular motions, you know, keep it constant pressure, but switch it around every now and then. I've never had to do a video of a video. This was crazy. But anyway, and that's the mess I was telling y'all about right there. See, oh my goodness. And when I go to open my project to continue editing, that's the message that I get. So I've got a call, or excuse me, an email letter into support to figure this out. But anyway, I designed my faces over in Inkscape, which is free software. And then we just extrude those faces in shape of 3D onto a little, I was trying to make it about the size of a Mentos, but it's going to be a little head, a little face that goes inside the rubber suit. That's the whole idea with the POCKETNAUT. Modular little faces that you can flip around and, you know, put inside that little rubber suit. Yup. And just showing how we put the little radiuses on things. You don't really want to have tight corners in injection molding, all right? Craftman wants to say a sincere thank you for your support and patience with me during all these trials and tributaries. Well, you know, just things like that. We're going to get it, I hope. Until next time, I love y'all and keep on. What? I can't edit, so I can't put no sound effects. You know, I love y'all and keep on steady crafting. All right. Since we're on the computer, here is a look at how Craftman does the Patreon names. I use an old school. This the way I learned it back in the olden times. So let's say that's my Patreon names right there, and I would like for them to be in a column, 3 across. All right, that's what that looks like. See that? All right, but look at that. That ain't looking right. It's alphabetized that way, then that way. We don't want that. We want it to look like that across. A, B, C, down. So it's just a little thing, but yeah.